Hello viewers, and welcome to today's Motivational Moment. I've realized that a lot of people are still struggling to find out God's will for their life. To know God's will on who to marry, when to marry, know God's will on what career choice, what ministry choice to make, to know God's will on even what dieting plan to take. But I tell you, it's not complicated. And I want to share a scripture with you today that's going to be what I call one of my theological hacks. Basically just showing you the simplicity of God's grace. You see, when theology becomes complicated, we need to check the motive. And a lot of people have made it look complicated to know God's will, but it's really not complicated. So let's read together from Revelations 4:11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. It's as simple as that. When you understand your purpose, you will understand God's will for your life. You were not created for missions. You were not created for evangelism. You were not even created for marriage. You were created for God's pleasure. You were literally created to delight in His presence. And as we delight in His pleasure and presence, that's when we know God's will. You see, that word pleasure, there's the Greek word thelema, and it literally means will, purpose. It's the same word is used throughout the New Testament when he's talking about the will of God. Matthew 6:10, 1 John 5 verse 14. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that we know that whatever is in accordance with His will, it gives Him good pleasure. We can know the will of God. Stop complicating it. Don't let wrong teaching or wrong teachers make you think that you can't know that Kairos moment, know who to marry, when to marry, know where to be at the right time. Look, God spoke to me the day that I would meet my wife. And when I met her, I knew. God told me the church to plant, when to start a church. God told me where to go and where to start that church. And there was always confirmation. God has spoken to me about basically everything concerning my life. I don't know why people make it look as if you can't know God's will. You can. But my secret is that I seek His pleasure above my pleasure. As we rest in the pleasure of God, that word pleasure, it literally means will, purpose. And that's how we know God's will and purpose for our life in every situation, because it is God working in us both to will and to do according to His pleasure. This week, take time to rest in His pleasure so that the will, the purpose, the counsel of God can be revealed to you. I am Pastor Phil, and this is my Motivational Moment. God bless you.